What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Dragon Ball Bros channel. Well, he's here. Finally got the ZENKAI for the LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku, and it's an interesting one in the sense that he doesn't really seem too overpowered. Now, I'm not going to say he's underwhelming like some of the community may think. His update's actually pretty good in my opinion. He's got a little bit more damage to his ultimate. He gets a little bit extra time on his nullification of unfavorable elements, and he gains extra ki on his main too. Alongside, let's gonna have a look at his passive right here actually. So his first two uniques are pretty much unchanged, other than the fact that he now gets his arts card draw speed, damage reduction, and blast cards reduction, or cost reduction, at 30 counts rather than 40. And his second passive, Thank You Dragon Balls, I believe is pretty much unchanged. Maybe the substitution count that's added on his cover has gone down by 1 count, perhaps, but I think it's pretty much the same. Now, I'm not going to go into his other two uniques yet, because we're actually going to be showcasing him at ZENKAI 1. Now, the big boosts that he's gotten are to his main, his green card, his special move, and his ult, alongside some stat boosts, of course. But he doesn't have those extra buffs kicking in just yet. So we want to see how he does do at, just the first ZENKAI level. I'm going to be running him across the Saiyans team. Alongside the Saiyans team. I'm going to be running him with the LF Namek Goku, the Your Number 1 Vegeta, UI Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, the purple one, and Super Gogeta. It's a pretty standard Saiyan team. I believe probably the best colors you could get for each team. The reason I have Super Gogeta rather than a Saiyan buffer is because Saiyan's still kind of lacking a strong red unit, and I think the ZENKAI Gogeta is probably the best one. I don't really plan to use him unless I run into some Android 18, so that's really the main reason why he's on this team rather than someone else to kind of buff up the entire team. Now, as for equips, I've got pretty much basically offensive equips on everyone, boosting their main source of offense. So, like if you're a blast-based unit, blast-based equips, strike-based equips. For LF Goku, I've got the platinum equip for him, obviously, because it does provide a significant amount of stat boost as compared to even other LF's uniques, aside from Beerus, and the Goten, I believe, also gives some pretty big buffs. And then I have the Android 17 This Should Be Fun equipment, just to give him a little bit of extra health and blast attack. And I wasn't really sure what to give him for the third one, so for now I've just given him this Hi-Ya Super Saiyan 3 equipment, it's for Green Saiyans, but it's to boost his blast attack, ki recovery, because he does get card arts draw speed, or arts card draw speed, and a little bit of strike defense never hurts. But yeah, let's see how he does. Let's jump into some matches now. Okay, so first match of the video, up against a Saiyan/Super Saiyan team. Now, he's probably going to be leading off with the Bardock. I'm not expecting Broly to come in because I have two purples here, so he's probably going to assume that I'm bringing a purple. Probably the two blues, and either Gogeta or Gohan, because he probably doesn't think I'm bringing the Goku, but I'm going to start off with him and bring the other Super Saiyan 3 and Namek Goku. Alright, so he starts off with Bardock as expected. I'm going to tap him here. I think he'll go for a blast again to try to get this green card off. Oh, he tackled. I panic switched. That's fine. I think Goku can take a little bit of punishment here, even from Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Alright, I think I'm going to switch out. Don't want him to take too much damage. He's done here now. He taps a lot. Yep, goes for the tap again. So he doesn't seem to switch out right away after he vanishes. But luckily we caught him in the blast there. I'm going to keep going with Namek Goku. I don't really have a reason to switch yet. Still not the best damage yet, but that's fine. Pop the main. Anyone who comes in here, it's fine. I'm trying to get as much damage in as possible. Gogeta's probably the best choice to get with this because he does heal on main. Oh, but he doesn't get... he couldn't get fainted. That's why I brought him in. That was actually smart. I am so glad he didn't have a green card because I just went straight for it. I'll keep going in with him and I'll switch out to Namek Goku. I want to keep LF Super Saiyan 3 as much on the field as out of the field as possible, just because he might be getting close to a rush, and I want to save him there for a bad spot. Right there it is. So we've got his rush out of the way now, so we're in a pretty good spot, and of course it just lags as soon as that happens. What? Okay, just end my combo, that's fine. Fine, we've got him back, so don't want to pop the main with the Super Saiyan 3, the LF just yet. I'll throw my rush in here. And I'm going to go blue. I just used one with Gogeta, so I don't think he'll suspect I have another one. Naturally, I get guessed. Alright, he's just a tap away, but I've still got to be careful not to get PV'd. What's he gonna do? Oh, wait for the side, there we go. So that's probably the biggest threat out of the way. Now I'll go straight for it with Goku. There we go. Okay, so one of these guys is dead. I'm gonna pop the ult, and if he wants to have the Super Saiyan 3 killed, that's fine. I mean, Bardock's definitely dead. Even at Zenkai 1, his ultimate is still a nuke. I'm going to throw the blue right away. There we go, that's game. Alright, so not too bad so far. We'll see how he does in the next one. Or see how he does in the next one. Jeez. Alright, so next matchup against a future team. I'm kind of surprised he started off with the, or he even brought the Vegito Blue. I was expecting Red Cell, as that's usually the more common setup. But he probably didn't expect me to bring a Zenkai 1 LF Super Saiyan 3. So, kind of makes sense. Gohan's coming in now. Yeah, I kind of expected that. I don't have my card draw speed yet, so not really much I can do. Why didn't that work? You get that a lot lately where I try to click a card and I end up tapping and dropping my combo. But it's fine, I guess. Right now, this Gohan's probably the scariest unit here because I did bring 2 purples. One thing I'm disappointed with the LF Super Saiyan 3 Goku is that his 2 uniques have remained largely unchanged. Especially considering they weren't super strong to begin with. I'm going to have to switch here because Vegito's just going to shred UI Goku and combo forever, and then his rush is built up, and at that point, so it's fine. It's better just to break his combo midway. Let's see what kind of damage that LF can do to Rose. So yeah, strike damage is pretty weak. I knew I wouldn't be able to connect the combo, but that's fine. The main purpose is to try to get this guy out of here. I'm trying to get him to do something so I can vanish and then catch him with the green like that. Now, Vegito, I don't know if he can come in yet, but he probably is coming in. No, not yet. Pop the main. So either should be dead. Didn't think Rose was back yet. That's fine, let's see how much damage this does. I think I only have 1 buff from a switch in, so shouldn't be anything crazy, but decent damage for Zenkai 1. Excited to see how he would perform at Zenkai 7. I'm sure a lot of others have already done showcases, so I will get the opportunity to see it. But at Zenkai 1, he's more or less the same with a slight stat buff. Nice. Okay, does he have time to switch to Gohan? He does. That's okay. I think this should take his first life. That Gohan isn't too tanky. Yep. Alright, so we're in a pretty good spot now. Gonna do anything. Pop the green. Yeah, you probably forgot that I could chain into anything with that. And that's probably one of the biggest buffs to this Goku from the Zenkai one, is that now he can chain with that green card. And I think that's a dead Gohan. It's a forfeit. Nice, so yeah, the green card is a really big buff for him, considering it was utter trash before, and it won us this game. Next match in the video, up against a God Key team. I'm surprised he didn't bring UI Goku, considering he's easily the best character on his team. I mean, he was like 6 stars as well. I can see what he's going for with this team. You know, it can be kind of annoying. He's providing green cards, Vados reducing sub count with him, and Champa himself reducing sub count when he gets hit. But not a lot of firepower or really even that much defense on this team. I mean, Whis can take a little bit of a beating, but yeah, not really a very offensive or tanky team. Well, who am I to judge? Caught him in the sidestep. There we go. Vado sub in. No. Surprise. There she is. It's fine. I'll go back into UI now. In all honesty, I thought that was a blue card. Float around here. I kind of want to keep Super Saiyan 3 out still, just because he's probably closing in on a rush, so he'll probably go for it the second he gets priority. Well, Champa's dead there. So that's really his main offensive force out. Okay, so UI Goku doing... He's doing all... Sorry, UI. LF doing pretty decent damage. Vados is dead here. And he's probably gonna attack right away, so I'll just pop my rush. Even if I don't get it off, then he vanishes. His vanishes out and uses... Yeah, that was clever. That was smart. But yeah, I don't think there's really any coming back from that. Yeah, that's game. We'll move on to the next one. Alright, final match of the video, up against a pretty scary looking future team. I'm guessing Vegito, Blue, and Goku Black are coming in for sure. Those two together are a infinite combo menace. So I'm going to bring the 2 purples, because I need Super Saiyan 3 for the damage, and I need UI for the cover changes damage and to stall. And obviously LF Super Saiyan 3 is coming. So he starts off with Vegeta, interesting. Got the PV, let's see what this does. Does nothing, we'll switch out because his strikes are pretty abysmal. I'm surprised he switched to Vegeta. In fact, I'm also just as surprised how well Vegeta's tanking this. Granted, you know, Goku doesn't have all of his buffs yet, but still. Getting very lucky we are with the PVs. Switches into Vegeta. I can keep this going a little bit longer to bring the other Super Saiyan 3 in, so I'll switch out now and continue. Or not. That happens to me a lot. I'm not sure if it's just because I'm a dumbass and I just drop it, or I tap somewhere else, or lag. I didn't feel lag though, so probably just a dumbass. I'm gonna go straight for it. Nice. So I should get my rush here, and I'm just gonna rush. I don't care who comes in. Though I am surprised he brought Goku Black in, considering Goku Black has pretty much full life, and you know, he's still probably the best unit on his team right now. But now he's lost him. Yeah, LF Super Saiyan 3 strike damage is... I mean, I know we're at type of disadvantage, but it's still really bad right now. You know, I mean, Zenkai 1 can't really expect too much, considering, you know, he's pretty outdated damage-wise just from the get-go. Okay, Vegito's dead. But yeah, I mean, Zenkai 1 LF Super Saiyan 3, he's a little bit better, but really not anything too significant. I mean, his two uniques, for the most part, have pretty much remained unchanged. Apart from he gets his buffs at 30 seconds instead of 40 for the second half of his first unique. His green card changing is a pretty big buff, but you know, it's not really enough to say that Zenkai 1 is going to propel him anywhere. I do think he'll be significantly better, and probably along, you know, just based off what I'm reading from his kit, alongside the likes of, you know, like Super Saiyan Blue Goku, God Vegeta, kind of like with those guys. Not really at the top level. Ironic that he's definitely not as good as the purple Super Saiyan 3 Goku, but still a very solid unit with a lot of diversity to him, just because he's got the cover change. The ultimate will be like a super nuke, and he does get some extra timer counts to nullifying unfavorable element advantages. But at Zenkai 1, really, it's almost like using him without the Zenkai. There's really no noticeable difference. So yeah, I'm probably just gonna wait till he arrives in the shop before I Zenkai 7 him. Saiyan Day is on the horizon. I don't want to spend too much to you know, to get crystals and, you know, maybe even get shafted again. Hopefully not, when something hype comes out in about 2 weeks. For those who are on the fence, I would say, yeah, just wait. I mean, he's going to be freely available on the shop, so it makes a lot more sense just to wait for him. I don't think he's like a must-have unit, though he's probably the best Green Saiyan now, but definitely not a must-have. Definitely, I would say wait until the 18th and see what happens. But apart from that, I hope you guys all enjoyed the video, or at least found it a little bit entertaining, or even some good background noise. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Oh, be sure to like and subscribe if you like it.